Chat, we are here. It is March 18th, 2020. We are currently in midst of a pandemic of sorts. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Creator Sit Down. I have what I would call my friend, AztecScooby. Scoobs, what's going on, man?
What up, my boy?
How you doing, my dude?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
How are you dealing with the COVID outbreak?
Oh, my God,
Like
I actually worked with the dude today that had this dude came in, had a bottle of fucking what do you call that shit? He had cough syrup, a big ass bottle of it. Like I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Like very big, like Costco sized bottle. He had antibiotics and he had pain relievers, right? And he's like, bro, I'm sick as hell, and they won't do the coronavirus testing on me. I was like,
really?
what? He's like, yeah, man, we got to do this and that or whatever. He was talking about how he went to the ER, they freaking took his temperature, they did all that, and then he's like, oh, you don't seem like you're a candidate that had a coronavirus, so we ain't gonna give it to you.
Really?
We're gonna do the testing. I was like, so this dude's called in sick 3 days in a row because he was tired of calling in sick. He's like, I'm gonna come into work today. So he worked with me, and I was like, man, stay away from me, Corona. And
yeah,
like,
no joke, dude.
You know
like,
I mean?
okay, so
he coughed and everything. I was just like, God damn it. So I came home. I freaking hopped in the shower right away. I told him, don't kiss me, don't touch me.
social
My kids,
distancing,
they went up on
dude.
me.
6 feet back, 6 feet back.
Yeah, so it is what it is. You know what I mean?
All right, well, look, I'm hoping that you don't get it. Like, that would be huge. Suck.
I should be all right. We'll see, though. You know what I mean? You just never know.
Exactly, dude. So I've known you. We've talked on and on for what, almost a year at this point, actually.
Yeah. I think we started around the same time, right?
We did, I think. We did start streaming it at the same time.
I was telling my wife, I'm like, I think you asked me about it, and I was like, I don't know, man. I'm like, bro, I just started streaming, bro. I don't want to talk on the mic like that. I was still trying to figure out my own problems. And you want to put more problems?
Your words were, hang on, I can actually pull it up, but I won't.
Oh,
but your basic words were, I just started streaming and I don't really know how to talk into a microphone yet and talk to chat. No. So let's give it some time.
Yeah.
I waited about 9 months.
Damn near a year. Damn.
Then I hit you up. I hit you up again. I said, all right, we going now, right? We going?
There's definitely girls I quit on way before 9 months. So you're a fucking legend, bro. Because 9 months, bro, that's a long day.
Look, I don't forget. Yeah. It took me a while to get this whole thing started anyway. So you were literally one of the first on the list to ask to come on. So thank you for being here, man. Tell me a little bit about you. Tell everybody about you. I kind of know about you.
Yeah. All right. So, I grew up in Southern California. I mean, originally from Pomona, moved out to the high desert because it's just cheaper, man. You know what I mean? Better quality of life. The problem with the high desert is that there's a lot of people from Southern California move to the area. So you got Los Angeles people moving over here, Inland Empire moving up here. So there's always that little, you know what I mean? A little mix of people from different areas, and everybody wants to prove who's badder and all this stuff. And I wasn't about it. The thing with me was my mom's, my dad was in and out of prison, so my mom's took care of us, and my main focus was taking care of my brother and sister. And I think that gave me something to focus on, and it even made me get in fights sometimes because people were like, "Why are you walking so fast when you go home from school?" It ain't none of your fucking business, you know what I mean? And people didn't like that response. And now that I've matured and I understand, like, it's the way that you interact with people and shit like that, it has a huge difference, you know what I mean? So I don't get in nearly as many fights as I used to, you know what I mean?
Well, look, so that's a plus, man. I'm so glad you're not getting into fights.
And the wife had a lot to do with that. Then having 2 girls, that shit has a lot to do with it, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, man, you know what I mean? It just took a while for me to grow up, because even in the Marine Corps, so after, you know what I mean, like I went to school. My mom was proud I graduated college. My pops was in and out of prison, so he stopped going to prison around my senior year, something like that. So it was kind of weird at first, but they always told me, they were like, hey, my dad would always tell me, he's like, pick a side, be a good guy or be a bad guy, but don't be the bottom of either, because you're always gonna be working for somebody. You know what I mean? And so to make my mom proud, I went to community college. And I was like, this shit ain't for me, man. I couldn't do it. So I joined the Marine Corps, and I dipped. You know what I mean? I dipped. And probably the best thing I ever did for myself. Changed
How
my
long were
outlook
you
on
in
a lot
for?
of things. I was in for 5 years. I went in open contract and ended up as a mechanic, man. So
Really?
worked on aircraft, on F-18 fighter jets. I never thought I'd be doing that. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But I always like working with my hands in general, so that shit was pretty cool.
No, that's super cool.
So I enjoyed that.
So that's what drew me to you in the first. I saw the prior Marine Corps in there, right, in your bio, and what drew me to prior Air Force. I went in pretty much the same as you. Didn't know what I wanted to do. Went in Air Force, open contract. Somehow got into intelligence, like
Sick,
the smart people thing.
Big brains.
I guess big brains. But yeah, so like, how did that time in the Marine Corps kind of like shape you out to who you are now? Which we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Yeah, there was quite a bit, man. The biggest thing for me, I guess, was it got rid of some of my ignorance. You know what I mean? The ignorance was a big thing. Like I was taught, if somebody don't respect you, kind of make them respect you, and not in a positive way. You know what I mean? It wasn't like show them that you're worth something or anything like that. It was just make them respect you. Every male in my family's done time, except my generation. Me and my brothers, you know what I mean, and my cousin, we pretty much stayed out of trouble, kinda, for the most part. You know what I mean? So we'll just say we stayed out of trouble, right?
Yeah.
And we did that, and but there were certain things in Southern California people don't realize how much racism there actually is. But between Hispanics and African Americans, it was always issues. You know what I mean? Like I remember being on the basketball court and they're like, okay, blacks versus browns. You know what I mean? We're like, okay, cool, run it. So that was a normal thing. You know what I mean? And to me, that wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. You know what I mean? I went to boot camp, in Marine Corps boot camp. Right away, one of the closest people I made was my homie Stephen Bradley. The funny thing is, I'm still trying to look for that dude because he ended up getting kicked out.
Oh, really?
Some other stuff. Yeah, some dumb stuff that had to do with probably family, because his family grew at his house. So whenever he'd go home on leave, he was around it all the time.
Yep.
But that dude, I remember me and that dude at first, I didn't really talk to him, but then something happened and this dude had my back, and I almost got down with somebody. He ended up like stepping up and like, well, if y'all gonna try to do something, then we all gonna do something. And I was like, what the hell? Who the hell is this dude? This dude don't even know me. You know what I mean? But he just didn't like the situation. The whole reason why I was in the situation was because some dude was picking on some little ass dude that obviously looked like he didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just told the dude. So that dude and his, clique in boot camp, they did what they did. So I was like, okay, well, we could find out. And he was there for me. And then we ended up going to Marine Corps combat training together. So I hung out with him even more. And then we went to Florida together. And in Florida, we really got to hang out outside everywhere. You know what I mean? And he kind of told me about his life and stuff, and how his older brother, they were all gang members and stuff. His older brother told him, he's like, hey, get your ass out of here, man. Like, you're the little brother. Like, go do something. You know what I mean? So that's what he did. He went to the Marine Corps. And that dude just changed my way of looking at people in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was probably the biggest thing I got out of that. You know what I mean? Is like, all right, just give people a chance first, and then you can judge them after that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, even your judgment might be wrong, because my interaction with this person may not equal out to something good for your people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Your interaction with that person might be completely different.
No, 100%. I mean, it's how people respond to different people, right? And like, look, like a lot of that, honestly, and we're gonna kind of segue over to streaming for a minute, right? A lot of that kind of goes to that, right? I mean, you're interacting with new people pretty much on a day, whenever you stream basis, right? So like, I'm sure that was pretty what's the word I'm looking for here? Good for you, actually, for your interactions with chat, because that's what actually drew me to you, like, big time, is that you talked like you were crap at talking to chat, but you were actually like, and you see it on Twitter too, you're super positive, you're super humble, you thank thank everybody on Twitter all the time for anything that happens in the stream.
Man, it's definitely not easy. You know what I mean? It's definitely not easy to thank everybody. And like, sometimes if you don't do it in that moment, like, you're like, shit, 3 days went by and I ain't even saying nothing. I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? But I suck at social media, man. I've never used social media in my life until I started streaming, and
Really?
I really need to try to do something on social media. Yeah, I just didn't like. I have Facebook, I got Instagram. I don't use this stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have it linked. You know what I mean? Like if I put it in my bio, I ain't never gonna post on it. So what you gonna follow? See my old pictures, which might not necessarily be a bad thing if you ain't ever followed me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you'll be like, okay, well,
Fair.
what's this shit? Because you can look at my old stuff, but I was very, very private. I still am very private. You know what I mean? Like I think it was a while before my daughters even came onto the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't let them stay on this order. Don't put me show your face on the camera. And I would tell people like, hey, if you clip my kids, we gonna have issues.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know, man. Now I do like security work and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the feds, and it carried over from the Marine Corps time, and you see some terrible things, man. People do some crazy things, so especially on the internet. So I don't know, man. Try to keep everything. Like my wife, she stops at the door. She doesn't, because her personally too, she doesn't want to be out here. You know?
Yeah.
So
my wife's the
she
same way.
Support me 100%. So that's dope.
Yep. No, my wife's pretty much the same way. I streamed with my daughter a couple times actually. We were playing Secret Neighbor or something when it came out. I don't remember at this point. She was glued. Now if she knows that I'm streaming, like I can't not. Like she has to, like she somehow makes an appearance almost every stream, right? It's like go because I'm kind of the same way, right? It's kind of that weird scenario where like, do I want my kid on the internet and stuff like that? But especially at a young age, right? I don't know how old are your daughters?
My oldest one is 9 and my little one's 3.
Yeah,
4 this year.
So my daughter's 7, and then I had my son. He helps me out. He's 15 though, so like he kind of knows what's the what going on, right? Yeah. So like I'm a little bit more okay with that. He helped me with my Pepsi bath stream, which I'm still mildly ashamed of. You can go watch the video on YouTube. Let's go.
I definitely will watch that.
No, it's good stuff.
I think I missed it.
No, it was fun times. That just came the quick sidebar. That was me going, hey, if I reach 100 subs, which I never thought I would ever hit, I'll bathe in Pepsi.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about triple digit subs, man. Like I remember I was like, hey, you know what I mean? In case y'all want some more emotes, you know what I mean? Go ahead and drop, another 5 subs one time. And it ended up being one of my friends that gifted some subs to help me out, you know what I mean? And I think that's the dopest part, that I never really got to, or I never really had the like 0 viewer, you know what I mean, struggle, which was cool because I had some really supportive friends, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, I got you, don't trip. I got you, don't trip. I was like, fuck, okay. Appreciate it. You know, like this is dope.
Yeah, right.
But even then, like I mean, fuck, streaming is a roller coaster, man. It can be, that's for sure.
So what brought you to it?
My boy Exuberant Gaming. That dude, he was in the Marine Corps with me. He was in my the unit before I got out, pretty much 323. I met him in there. He was very egotistical, very loud, very, in your face. He did club promoting on the side, so he was all very into his looks. Pretty much very different than what I was to me. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't really into my looks. I didn't really care about none of that stuff. You know what I mean? And he'll tell you himself, man, during that time he was very materialistic. He was into a lot of things. But for some reason we still kind of gelled, even though I didn't like that stuff about it. Like we were completely different, but he was cool, you know what I mean? He was a goofball. Yep. And we did deployments, whatever. We came back. We were all good. We were still, you know what I mean? So I leave, and I had followed him on Facebook, and I would watch his Facebook, and he posts like, I'm live on Twitch. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I don't know what that is, so whatever. So I just kept on going about my business, and then I started seeing he was like more. I actually had literally just gotten in a fight in downtown San Diego. Like I don't remember what happened. I think my cousin got into it with somebody, and then they ended up getting down, so I ended up getting down, and he literally happened out of nowhere to be there. And we had just finished fighting, like we were getting away, and he walks up and he's like, hey, Capos, what up? I was like, what up, Terrell? How you doing, man? So freaking, he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, I remember seeing you that night, and you looked hyped up. like you look like you were fucking. I'm like, yeah, bro. I was fucking adrenaline, bro. And we just got into some shit. I was like, oh no, this is not good. But he looked good, man. Like he was not. He was a meathead. You know what I mean? Like he was swole. He just always work out. He was on like, I don't know, it was like some black rage. I was like, what the hell is that, bro? He's like, oh, I don't know, it gives you energy. I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
Whatever, man. Dark matter, black rage, some crackling or something like that. I was like, you taking crack, bro? What is this?
What is this?
So, I remember seeing his whole supplement list. I was like, you're insane, bro. But when I seen him in downtown San Diego, he was slim. He had a nice suit on. You know what I mean? He was still doing kind of like doorman type work and stuff like that at the clubs. And it was dope, you know what I mean? I seen him, so I started watching his social media a bit more because he was good at it. Yeah. And he would sit there and, you know, seemed very positive. And I'm like, man, this dude kind of changed. Like, let me check out this whatever Twitch is, you know what I mean? So I checked it out. And I was like, okay, I have no idea what he's playing. It was Blessed Online. I guess he was an emissary for it. Okay. But the game crashed. Like, I guess they took people's money and freaking...
Oh, really?
Now they have it on Xbox or PS4 or something. But when I was watching him, like, the dude was entertaining. You know, I mean, he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit looks dope. And you know, he's like, oh yeah, make a little bit from me. You know what I mean? But it didn't matter. During that time, he probably was sitting like under 10 viewers, and he was having fun. And I was like, bro, I play video games all the time. I'm like, I think I could try that. He's like, bro, you just do it. And I was like, I don't know, man. So people, you know, we would stream on the Xbox for each other, like me and my friends. We'd be like, hey, fool, I'm stuck at work. Stream so I could watch. And he's like, yeah, I got you. So then I'd be in there in chat, you know, bushing, but we weren't doing it to like have anybody really watch us. It was more like, oh, you're working? Oh, I got you. So they freaking hop on and we just watch each other.
Just hang out.
Like, oh. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So once I, you know, I finally told him, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm building a PC. My wife's like, do it. So then, like, I have a master's degree in business. Right?
Wow.
So I went back to school after I got out of the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I might as well do it. But then my godson was like all crying and shit when I graduated with my bachelor's, and I was like, damn, this kid really cared. I'm like, so let me go back and get my master's, and, you know, just to show him it's possible.
Make him cry again.
Exactly. So I did it again, and I was like, well, when I thought about the streaming, I was like, wait, if I stream, I could build my computer and write it off on my taxes. He's like, what?
Oh, dude, if I can give you a high five in real life, dude, I would be right there for you.
Straight up, I was like, dude, I'm about to build this shit, and I'm going to build my desk, and I'm going to close in my office, which, wow, you can see it over here. You see over here?
Ooh.
Over there, right there.
Ooh, I like it.
French doors, so I got it covered up. You know what I mean? I got it covered up.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Renovation on my house, tax deductible.
Nope.
The PC, tax deductible. My mic, tax deductible. I'm like, so even if I don't make no money from nobody, it's cool.
I'm still writing things off
and lower my income level. You know what I mean? So, but that's before all that. I was like, I'm gonna build a computer. I'm gonna try it. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, that was my backup plan. Worst case scenario, fuck it, write it off on my taxes. Yep. You know what I mean? It'll be all right. But it's fun, man. It's hard. It's fucking hard, bro.
What is the hardest part for you?
For me, because I thought I was gonna be so bad at interacting with chat, my focus was I need to talk to these motherfuckers. Because what's the point of me streaming if I ain't gonna talk to these dudes? I mean, somebody took time out of the day to say hi, and I sat here for 5 minutes focusing on the game, and then I finally turned around and looked at the chat. The dude's long gone.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought, let me talk to him and say what's up. And for a long time, the running joke at the beginning, and I still do it now, was that I throw. Like, my boys didn't want to play with me competitive because they're like, bro, like, you're freaking throwing because you're reading chat. I was like, I know, man, but
just
so that's why I got an emote now for that. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta do the throwing emote, and now I figured out how to add sound effects, so I got a sound effect to it too.
Well, there you go. I mean, look at you go.
So unfortunately now it's used to bully me, like most if I know there.
That's all Twitch chat. Just it's okay. Yeah. I'm ignoring chat right now because it's hard for me to like read chat and then talk at the same time. So I know I'm probably being bullied there right now. I just know it. If anybody's in there, I'm not ignoring you. So I found you playing a game that I liked, but I was terrible at, which is Rocket League. And you still do every once in a while.
Yeah. I love that game, man.
Why?
I don't know, bro. Like literally, out of all the games I've ever played in my life, like growing up, right? There's no such thing as online. So I played Tony Hawk, Pro Skater, things like that. So I enjoyed gaming, but I was never into like MMOs or weird stuff like that. Like shooter games, I didn't even like futuristic shooters. Apex was the first game I ever played that was kind of futuristic. And
Really?
But Rocket League, I'm like, this game doesn't make no damn sense, right? But it was free. It was free on PlayStation. I played it. I was like, hey, this shit's kind of fun. You know what I mean? But it was like a moped. You know what I mean? Like you don't want your friends to see you riding it, but it's fun. You know what I mean? So you're gonna do it when nobody's watching. So I was there, you know what I mean, playing Rocket League by myself, and then I just stopped playing one day, and I completely forgot about it. Then one of my friends, so at the time it was called like Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars.
There you go. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
Very good name. I mean, very good name. Very catchy, I guess. But one of my boys, my younger homies, I played on a soccer team with him. This is part of me trying to get rid of my diabetes during that time.
Yeah.
I was playing like in the soccer league with him, and he's like, "Bro, have you played this game?" I was like, "What game?" He's like, "Rocket League." And I'm like, "I ain't fucking never heard of this shit." I'm like, "Let me see, what is this?" And I started playing. I was like, "This should look kind of familiar." So I started playing, and I'm like, "Man, I'm trash at this." They're like, "Don't worry about it. Just try to pass us the ball." He's like, "I'll shoot," and then our other homie will stay in the back. He'll guard the net. I'm like, "Okay." So that's what I do. And still to this day, that's all I do is pass the fucking ball and try to create. I call it being a facilitator. You know what I mean?
Look, you're there to be a strong support. You're not a playmaker.
Exactly.
But you're going to be there to support everybody else.
Yeah, so the more I played it, I ended up getting my boy Josh Jixer 1000, X Poseidus, Most Defined already played it. My boy Manus already played it. So there were a whole separate group of people that played it, and then we freaking ended up meeting, and we all started playing together. And me, Josh, and X Poseidus, we just started climbing on. Every season we'd go up a rank. So we'd be like we were plat bracket. I think we were gold bracket when we first did our placements, and then we went to plat right away. And the next season, because when you have a team, it's a lot easier. The game's easier. It's funner.
Yeah.
It's not as stressful. You know what I mean? It's not as rage inducing. But so we climb, the following season we're sitting there in diamond. The next season we hit champ, and then the next season we didn't hit GC. I think X Poseidus hit GC because that dude was always training. Like he was always in training and free play, just practicing. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? So he passed us up mechanics wise, but we still had chemistry. So you know what I mean? So that chemistry would allow us to do shit that we were supposed to do. So when I was champ 2, we played people that were GCs and 2v2s, like on private tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
And we do okay. And we're like, whoa, shit, what the hell? Why? They're better. They can do crazier shit, but we just have more chemistry.
Yeah, you guys have been playing forever.
Yep. And this season is the first season that I ever hit GC, man. Like, that's the highest rank you can get. However, don't get it twisted. I'm in the same rank as pros, technically. But when you look at the actual... whether they call it ELO, MMR, RP, whatever they call it, there is hundreds of MMR points difference between pro player and your average GC, you know what I mean? And that's where I'm at. I'm 1500s, you know what I mean?
Have you ever thought about doing tournaments?
Yeah, I do tournaments usually on Fridays.
Really?
When I do tournaments, because Monday and Wednesday, when I do play Rocket League, I usually sweat my balls off. So I don't play with anybody low ranking. You know what I mean? But on Fridays, I would try to do it when, like, I fell off on it a little bit because I was trying to grind up to GC. Now that I've finished that, now I can try to do and bring it back again. But it has a little tournament system. You can create your own and, make it private, make it open to the public, whatever, anything you want. You can change the server that is going to take place in, east, west, all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. But I normally set them as unlimited rank, so that way I get a chance to play against those high ranking GCs. And, sometimes you get the real low ranking people and they're like, shit, we fucked up. And it's like,
let's go.
But normally I try to play with somebody that's diamond or below. So that way I get a chance to play with those people. I don't really care if I win. None of that shit matters. I mean, at the end of the day, for anything, literally it doesn't go on your record, and there's no stat that it tracks, so it doesn't really matter like that. You know what I mean? So I just do it to have fun.
Have you guys ever thought about going on the pro circuit then?
I don't got time for that. Them dudes be now. I
I
do
don't know,
want to
man.
get. I want to hit like what they consider S tier, like top tier players is like 1800 MMR and above.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's 300 MMR. So to so you kind of know the Rocket League ranks, so you know there's champ 1, champ 2, champ 3,
Mm-hmm.
right? And champ 1 is 1195? No,
That
1295. 1295, 1395, 1490 or 1515 is GC.
yeah.
So you got to go from 1515, drop 300, you're in Diamond 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how big of the difference a Diamond 3 playing against a GC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're not going to win. So it's now they could, if they have chemistry, maybe they can. Who knows,
Hey.
right? Anything could happen. But that's the gap. You know what I mean? So that's the gap between me and people sitting in the 1800s. But pros and like higher tier players are more like the top 100 starts in the 2000s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's even a bigger gap. So 500 down, you're going into low diamond, I think, high plat.
Yeah.
And that's a huge gap. So the skill gap is insane, man. Like just the level, and mainly it's consistency, and like some mechanics are just flawless. Like they don't make mistakes like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, look, if you guys grind enough, I don't see why you guys can't. I'm just throwing that out there. Look, if I saw my boy Aztec sitting up on Twitch on the Rocket League page in the grand finals, dude, like I would not be surprised.
There you go.
I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
I'll be like 36, you know what I mean? Once I get the mechanics right. I mean,
Look,
36,
you'll be up there, and your channel will be just OK Boomer over and over again because all those kids are like 18 or some shit.
Yeah. Like, shut up, Zoomers.
Exactly, man.
Zuby. He copy marked it or copy marked.
Say word. Say look. It works.
Copyright trademark, you know what I mean?
So you're a fairly new Twitch streamer, right? Like you've only been doing this for like what, a year? You actually ponied up and went to TwitchCon though.
Yeah,
which I was
in San Diego, man.
I mean, that's in your backyard.
Only 2 hours away from me. Yeah.
So how was going to TwitchCon?
TwitchCon was
as a new streamer perspective,
tiring than I thought it was gonna be. Man, that shit is crazy. Well, see, like for me, my experience was probably a little different. You know what I mean,
that's what
I
want.
don't know if you've seen my Twitter post, but for me, they misprinted my badge. I don't know where the hell it's at. If I didn't know you was gonna ask, I would have found my badge. But they misprinted my badge, and on the bottom, it said fuck, what they call it? What's the tournaments that Twitch hosts?
Twitch Rivals.
That's just blank. Twitch Rivals. So on the bottom of my badge, it said Rivals. Right? So we're sitting there waiting to go in line the first day, and there's lines. The lines are crazy.
Yeah.
Right? They finally let us into the metal detectors. It's just a big ass row of metal detectors, more than freaking most airports. I was like, God damn.
Oh yeah, I saw.
But I seen 3 lines, and then it says Rivals. Now I was like, well, there ain't nobody waiting over there. I'm gonna try it out, and I show my badge, and the guy's like, "Yep, come on in." I'm like, "Can my friend come with me?" And I think it was Expositis, and he's like, "Yeah, bring him with you. You got the badge, you're good." So I bring him. We're just standing there like, "Damn, we don't belong here, man." And I met some other dude, Ant Thing, who I think had the same thing, and he's like, "Bro, they misprinted my shit too." And that dude was cool as shit. He's a League of Legends player, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So we just sat there, bro. We're like, well, fuck it, pretend you belong. You know what I mean?
Did anybody question that?
Hell no. Nobody questioned nothing. So we just sat there, and every day I skipped all the lines and just
skipped every line, dude.
So that was dope because the lines are stupid. It was like freaking, which I get it. I mean, it was pretty dope. But early in the morning, like the lines were long. So the third day, like maybe lines died down a little bit. But I don't remember what day it was, but the day that they were having Twitch Rivals. Actual Twitch Rivals. I went up into the Rivals area.
No way.
Like there's a hallway where nobody else is allowed to go, and I'm like walk back there, and let me in. And
peek your head around.
Oh, sir, yours was a misprint. And I was like, damn. All right. But they're like, you can come sign up. You know what I mean? Whatever. And just like everybody else, when you go to TwitchCon, you can just sign up to be a reservist for the Rival series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you could just sign up. So me and Exu woke up early as hell on the day of Twitch Rivals, and we freaking went and signed up, and we just waited. So we got the little Twitch Rivals bandana, and that bandana gave us free ins and outs of the auditorium where they were holding the Twitch Rivals.
Really?
So more than anything, that's the part that I remember in kicking it with my boy Zoob. Like I hadn't kicked it with him in a minute. You know what I mean? So I took my boy Expositus, me, and Josh, Jixer 1000, and Bull Tipper. We all rented a house together, and we stayed in that house, and that house was dope. You know what I mean? Weren't really there because we were at TwitchCon the whole time.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of walking and a lot of things. So if you want to really get the most out of it, the best thing is to plan it out, man. So Exu was talking about this next time he wants to do more of the classes because they have a lot of workshops, tons of workshops. They got a room where all they do is speed runs. You can just sit there and watch people speed run games. You know what I mean? And there's schedules that it tells you what time everything's at.
Huh.
I didn't do any of the meet and greets. I was like, I just want to see what there is here, and then if I wanna, you know what I mean, find out like if there's somebody that I really gotta meet, then I'll go figure it out.
Then I'll go figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of dope booths, a lot of cool people. The Bang booth, I don't know why that one was so popular, but they had a lot of dancing going on.
I was saying, weren't there like just half naked girls like dancing and out Bang?
I was
like,
gonna say no, you know what I mean?
As the biggest Bang fan around, like just saying.
Yeah. Hashtag not sponsored.
Exactly. Hey, look, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm working on Bang right now.
That's why right now, look at you see this. What brand is my chair? You don't even know what is it because I'm not sponsored.
Oh, feels weird, man. So you're gonna go to 2020 then?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go to it for sure.
So what are you planning on doing this year then? I know you're looking because it's literally my birthday weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
You think it was canceled?
I mean,
I hope it wasn't canceled.
I don't think it has been yet. It's in September.
Is coronavirus gonna reach all the way into September?
We can talk about Corona if you really want to. There's a high potential that it could,
but you started with it.
At the end of the day, I mean, it'll probably still be. Well, it's all dependent. We'll see what happens, but
so assuming that nothing's gonna happen, then I'm really mainly I'm gonna go ride Exuberant Gaming's coattails and just sit there and follow him like a lost little puppy.
Can I ride your coattails?
That dude, yeah. Yes. Bro, we just get a whole train, bro.
Exactly.
We just keep it going,
just full of coattails.
I'm down. Exube's very freaking social butterfly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you ever meet that dude in person, he talks to everybody.
I don't know what that.
You know what I mean? He talks to everybody. And I get it. You know what I mean? But and me, I'm more of the I'll talk to people too, but I don't approach people out the blue.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's got to be some sort of in. Once I'm in there, then whatever. I'll talk, I'll joke around, I'll make, you know what I mean, crack jokes, whatever. It's the initial part that Exude's really good at. So
that icebreaker.
So bit. and the fact that he's got 3+ years of experience now streaming, so he's got knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I kind of like, okay, like what kind of stuff is he looking at? Like, you know what I mean? And he'd be like, oh, I want to learn this class. And if it doesn't apply, then maybe I'll go check something else out that might interest me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I had just a good time doing meets and greets. Like we were part of Royale Streamers. I don't think they exist anymore. I never even looked at it. But they had gatherings over there, you know, where you got to meet some cool people. And I did meet some cool people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The problem with it was Twitch started changing the way, because they were giving us the affiliate ad revenue.
Mm-hmm.
So because they did that, they changed the way lurks worked.
Yep.
And that group was like, if you lurked on people's streams, you got points in their Discord server that promoted you, and the higher you were in the ranks, the more points you'd get for lurking in that channel, all sorts of stuff. So because Exu was my boy and he was climbing the ranks like crazy, I was getting mad points. So I'd climb up, and then, you know, I'd get 100 people raid, and I'm like, oh shit. Most of them would leave, but I'd still be there with 20 something, 30 something sometimes. You know what I mean? On a good day, 50. And you're like, oh shit, this is dope. But not a lot of people would like chit chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might have like, so I would have my regular people that talk to me, and maybe +2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you would get points if you typed in a chat for like 30 minutes. So somebody would say, hi.
And then,
how's it going? And you're like, bruh, just get out of here, bruh.
So,
get out of here.
So
You know?
with
So
those,
it was kind of weird.
like those changes were actually kind of a big deal. Like, so I'm gonna delve into the cesspit that is streamer Twitter, which I'm sure that you're cursory knowledgeable of as well, with all the Twitch drama and shit.
Yeah.
So when Twitch
Yeah.
was making those changes, that was actually like a huge deal on that, right? With
Yeah.
the Royale streamers and the point system and the lurk for lurks and all that stuff started coming out of the wash. Like, how did you feel about the changes, and then like watching the group that you were a part of basically just get like basically get shut down by Twitch, for lack of a better word?
I mean, they had it wasn't really, to me, like the fact that Discord got shut down, it wasn't that big of a deal, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, because I didn't really do nothing in it. Like, I didn't really, like, every once in a while I check out people, but it's a lot of work, man, to try to get your points up to the higher ranks. Like, it was a lot of work. And I seen Exude grind out those points, and because I use him as a reference a lot. You know what I mean? Like, in just for sheer experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I use him as a reference a lot, and I was like, okay, this dude's grinding the shit out of it. I don't got time for that, so I know I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But that's dope. And as I was seeing him climb, his viewership would go up and up and up, and he actually made a lot of good friends out of that.
Mm-hmm.
That still on a regular basis go on there. So it's kind of what you make of it, right? So if you're not that good in general, then you're gonna have artificial views and you're gonna suffer greatly from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna notice it big time. Like when that shit went away, it hurt a lot of people. You know what I mean? It hurt a lot of people. And I get it. It makes sense. You know what I mean? It is what it is. For me, personally, I had already kind of made some people because I really didn't do nothing on there. So, but even for me, the whole change didn't just affect people that were in Discord groups like that. It, like, for me, my viewership changed because people would come in and be like, hey, I just want to support you. So, hey, here's the lurk, but I'm gaming. You know what I mean? Handle the scandal, man. Appreciate you. So I'm sitting there 16. I started getting to started climbing into the 16, 17 consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they changed that, boom, it went down, and it was going to like 5 or 6 because, and you click that little, I don't like seeing the viewer count. So
No.
I usually always keep it close. And when I saw my averages start dropping, I was like, oh shit, wait. So then I would look at my users in chat, which I never really cared to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like I would see that, what the fuck? There's
a bunch of people that you know.
Yeah.
That you talk to all the time.
I know that said hi that are gone now. You know what I mean? And they're just chilling, playing video games. They saw I was live, so they just opened it, and they don't count no more. You know what I mean? So
no, I totally had that happen. Like, that happened at first as well. Like, I just have a bunch of people that be like, hey, man, you know, I'm watching you, and I'll interact every once in a while, but I'm also playing Path of Exile. So, sorry, not sorry, right? And I'm like, yeah, cool, you know, whatever. As long as you're getting some sort of enjoyment out of it, I'm pretty happy about that.
Exactly.
But then, like, then when it counted anymore, you're like, oh, wait, what? Hello?
Yeah, that's
hello.
Like my whole exclamation point lurk command is lurkers make the world go round. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. Thank you for having the tab open. Like, this shit means a lot. You know what I mean? And it's not that they're like, it's a cheap view. It's not a cheap view. These, because you're limited now, right? You can only have a certain amount of, like before, because I knew there was no limit to how many Twitch streams I could have open.
Yeah.
I would start at the bottom of my follow list of people that I follow, and I would follow the lowest 5. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Lowest 6. Just to, as long as I wasn't lagging, my stream wasn't suffering. I would have as many lurks as I could without my stream suffering.
Yeah.
If my stream started lagging or acting stupid, then I would have to close them down. But I would always start with no. But now it's like, man, so now who do you lurk? You know what I mean? Like, I still try to lurk because I still want to see what's going on, but you know, there's not enough time in the world to catch everybody's stream.
No, that's true, man.
You know what I mean?
Especially you. Like, so evidently this is going to be the common question because I only interview people who have families, but you have a wife and 2 kids.
Yeah.
You seem to be juggling that fairly well. How do you do that? Like, where do your priorities sit?
Man, that's hard, bro, because that's probably one of my biggest downfalls is that I'm pretty bad with quality time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've always, like, if I'm sitting down and watching TV, I'm also like watching maybe a YouTube video trying to learn something, or, you know what I mean, thinking about other stuff, or like, okay, what am I going to do for this or that or whatever, or like, so I'm not like fully present all the time. So Saturday and Sunday is I do my damnedest effort to focus, you know what I mean, and like play with my kids. Like, I didn't grow up playing with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That wasn't a thing. You know, take your ass outside, go play. Cool.
Go drink from the water hose. Don't come back in until it's dark.
Exactly. So you know what I mean? My mom would work, and I play with my brother and sister. And my brother's younger than me by a couple years, so I didn't always want to play with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what I had, so that's what I do. You know what I mean? And now with my kids, they like, my wife's a stay-at-home mom, which is stupid amounts of work. If anybody thinks otherwise, try it. It's fucking.
It's hard. I did that for 2 years after. I did that for about a year and a half, 2 years after the Air Force.
It's not a joke. Nope. Yeah, it's not a joke. It's not easy. So I'm blessed to be able to afford to have her at home. You know what I mean? And she plays with my kids, does crafts with my kids, things like that. And I ain't trying to do none of it. But I know I gotta try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta try. You know what I mean? It's hard, but I gotta try.
Yep.
So Saturday and Sunday I try to do it. You know what I mean? Monday, Wednesday, Friday are the days I stream, because Tuesday and Thursday are the days I try to get good without having to be distracted. Like straight up.
I love it.
Tuesdays and Thursdays are my days where I try to sweat, don't talk, no, like I'm fucking just sitting there fucking nerded out, not perfectly still, because I don't know how to sit still and play video games.
Nah.
If you ever see me, you know what I mean? That's overrated.
As I'm literally doing this all the time, right? Because I just have to move.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, so Saturday, Sunday, I try to focus on the kids. Friday, before I even get on that's why my Friday stream is so late. I try to do it at 9 to late night, because I used to stream at night. When I worked graveyard shift, on my days off, I would stream at night. So I had people from EU that would watch me and stuff, and they don't ever get to catch my streams no more until Fridays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like my boy Chops, he would come in and say, "What's up?" You know what I mean? And like King Arne would come in. There's just like 4 or 5 different people that were always there when I first started streaming, and it was dope. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, I got to think about these dudes. And so that's my days, you know what I mean, Friday night. But it's also the day that I can, if my wife wants to go out to dinner, we got to take, go out or whatever, we can do it Friday. You know what I mean? If I got to start a little later, then we start a little later. If not, then I'll be right there. You know what I mean? And that's the other thing that I've been noticing, and I'm noticing it right now. My go-to phrase, you know what I mean?
Well, everybody
I don't know why I say that, you know what I mean? But say it. But yeah, so Friday, I try to hang out with my wife every day. I try to hang out with my wife a little bit if possible. You know what I mean? Like, I've been 10 years married now as of last week.
Hey, congrats.
So, thank you. So I went and spent all my money, and we're living on top ramen.
Oh yeah, there we go. So that's the lifestyle right there.
My kids get good food. I get top ramen.
Yeah, exactly. But look, the sacrifice is worth it on that, right? I think
it's the diet. Yeah,
the wife might whip my ass. To be fair, she doesn't remember how long we've been married, but I think we're on 8 or almost 10 years now. I think.
Yeah, my wife has a pretty bad memory.
Oh God,
10 years. That's kind of hard to forget. Last year, our 9-year anniversary, we literally were sitting on the couch watching a movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, turned around, looked at her, I was like, oh shit. Like, what? I'm like, this is our 9-year anniversary. Happy anniversary. Like, I forgot too. I was like, yo, I knew it. So I was good, because she can't remember, then I ain't tripping. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So 9 years, 10 years though, I was like, I can't forget this one. I got to do something. So we went to the Intercontinental in LA. I ate a $270 steak.
Oh, wait, what? Hello? Why so much?
Because I love steak.
I mean, fair.
And I did it for the experience. I just wanted to see what it buys you.
What does it buy you? As somebody who still is living off top ramen half the time.
Yeah.
What does it buy you?
You just got a A5 Hokkaido, Japan grown freaking Chateau. What the fuck? It was a Chateau Unao snow beef.
Oh, that's a bougie ass steak.
Yeah, it's bougie. They even let me pick a knife. They brought a little big ass menu that has a bunch of knives in it. They said, "Which knife would you like, sir?" I was like, "Well, shit."
The one that cuts the meat.
You got a butterfly knife? And they said, "Nah." I'm like, "Well, I'll take this one then." You know what I mean? So it was pretty dope though. It was dope. Like they're like, this one's from Brazil. This one's from. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck where it's from.
Does it cut the meat?
And then the fact of the matter is, I didn't need a knife to cut that steak, man. That steak was so tender, it was stupid.
I'm waiting for you to tell me you smothered it in A1.
Bro, I didn't put nothing on it. Hell no. I'm a meat eater, man. So, y'all take that how you want, dirty boys. But I eat fucking steak, man. And I don't put anything on it because I like to taste how the steak taste. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
And that was a fillet, so it was $45 an ounce. I was like, man, who got the fillet? It's Wagyu beef or whatever.
oh
And it was good. It was good. It was hella good. It had its own butter in it, like literally the fat marbling inside of it has its own butter. Every
Wait,
time I
really?
would squish it, because I didn't have to bite it. Look it up. A5 Hokkaido snow beef Wagyu.
wow. I'm gonna have to look that up while I'm editing.
Yeah, it's
later
it's
tonight.
insane, bro. It's insane. I'll type it in our Discord conversation
Yes.
so you can look it up because it's crazy. The marbling is crazy, but when you push your teeth into it, because you don't have to bite it, and you do that, it falls apart and it just lets out its buttery goodness
Ugh,
all in your mouth.
ugh, you're speaking my language.
So for the experience, it was amazing. Will I ever do it again? Hell nah. But 10-year anniversary, what a time to do it. You know?
Exactly. So then what's
it
for
worked
20?
out.
Because now you have to top that. Now you got to top it.
Yeah.
So you got to
No
keep the
problem.
expectations low, right? It's like, hey, baby, 10-year anniversary,
Yeah.
we're going to that Outback. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Let's
our
go.
5, I think our 5-year I spent more, but my bank kept calling me, making sure that it wasn't fraud, because they're like, "What the hell are you doing? You don't spend money like this, broke boy." I was like, "Oh shit,
Oh,
you're
man,
right."
he's right.
But for 10-year, we'll do it. We'll do the sacrifice.
You got to go
At the
up.
end of the day, money is only what it can buy you. It ain't really worth shit. I ain't gonna take it with me.
Exactly.
Try to be somewhat smart with it too. But I got po' boy tendencies, as I like to say. Yeah, if I see something nice and I want it, I get it.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
still going through that. I'm
Yeah.
getting better. I'm getting better.
That's
But I
why,
mean-
I don't even know how many months into streaming, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get me a Shure SM7B."
Mm-hmm.
I told my wife, I'm like, "It's 1,000, but I can write it off on my taxes." She like, "Fine, whatever."
Just, yeah.
So,
No, I'm
so we did it.
I'm the same way. My wife's like, why do you need that? And I'm like, so I had to talk her into getting the green screen, right? It's back there somewhere.
Yeah.
I just don't use
Somewhere.
it anymore because of where this light is, because we're about to move here soon. So like, I don't want to like get everything reset up again and
Yeah.
then just have to take it all down, because that doesn't sound like a good time. I hate moving.
No. Exactly.
So you start streaming about 10 minutes. So I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you a couple more things real quick.
All right.
You have posted, from last I've seen, your first YouTube video. How is that process? Because that's way different than Twitch.
Jesus, man.
Did you edit it
was.
yourself?
I had to learn Yeah, I edited it myself, so I had to learn everything. So it took me like a month. It feels like it probably maybe not that long, but every day I try to work on it a little bit, because you by the time I was done with it, like I didn't want to watch the video.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this shit's 17 minutes long. I ain't got time for that. And I was like, shit, are people gonna think that too? Like, shit, I ain't got time for that. I wanted to make sure that it was over 10 minutes, but one of the games, I was like, well, this game is dope, so I'm gonna leave it in there,
Yeah.
and it's gonna push it to like 17 minutes. It is what it is, because we were losing like 0-3, and we were throwing hard, and then we just came back and clapped it, and it was an ugly game, but I did some stupid faces in it, and there was some embarrassing moments, but this is good. Because we're winning, we won all the games. So technically, my first YouTube video, I didn't never lose. I'm undefeated on YouTube, so that's cool. But it was not pretty.
Well, hey,
And
look.
so it gives you somewhat of a flavor. I just didn't want to do Twitch streams and then make highlights of it for YouTube. I just wanted to record separate for it, but trying to learn every single thing every day. I was like learning something new.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so I learned how to adjust the audio and turn down the levels. So today I'm just gonna focus on trying to take out cuss words. Just cuss. Take all the cuss words. Let's do it.
Yep.
And I sat there and I would one day just went through and watched all the footage that I had and just kept, cutting out the videos, parts that I didn't want, throw it away. Okay, cool. Now go on there and do the cuss words, bring the volume down, put a sound effect. Bring the volume down, put a sound effect.
Yep.
I just did that all the way through. And then the next day is like I try to work on. So I was just trying to attack bits and pieces, So I went on like, okay, let me take out all the vape sounds, because the vape sounds are annoying. You know what I mean? They are annoying. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to hear it all the time. I don't know how my chat does it, but I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And so I would sit there and just chill with the. I see the vape and like I hear it, cut it all out, and then I didn't add nothing to it because you don't have to necessarily.
Yeah.
I just didn't want no audio there,
Yep. No, totally.
And it was cool, just little bit by bit, and eventually it was ready.
So what are you looking at doing with the YouTube? Like, are you going to keep pushing more stuff out, or how are you going to cater that? Because that's always something that I'm trying to think about. So I kind of like, I don't know. I asked the question honestly more for myself than anything.
Yeah. So right now, my main focus is just going to be the same games that I play on Twitch. I'm going to put on YouTube mainly for the sake of me learning how to edit.
That's fair.
I want to learn how to edit.
Yep.
Okay? So until I feel more comfortable at doing certain types of edits that I want to do or whatever, and once I can get that down, then I can start exploring different ways of doing stuff. Like I'm not trying to do necessarily challenges or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just want to learn, you know what I mean? How the whole process of doing it, including like I made my own thumbnail. That was a whole nother set of videos.
Oh my
that I
God.
So the thumbnail, that was fun. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. And that's not as crazy as doing the whole video editing. So I had to also wait for I didn't make my own intro. I had that hired out.
Yeah.
And, you know, but to save the money, I did it all myself, except the intro I had somebody else make. And I just used music that I already own from a producer of mine that made the music for me.
So I've noticed that a lot in your content as well, is you do a lot of like, you kind of focus a lot of like musical artists that you know as well, and try to like bring some light to them too. Like,
yeah,
to me that's super cool, right? Because you're not only are you just exposing other people to more music, but somebody that you know and trying to give that support. Like, what's like that? I personally, I don't know. I don't really have a question for that. I just think that's really cool.
yeah. I mainly did it because like my producer buddy, he's like, you're gonna start doing the Twitch thing. If you want, I can make you a little intro song. I was like, I'm down, man. I'm like, you know, just a West Coast Cali type beat. Let's get it and see where it goes. And that's what he made for me. And then he made me a BRB one. He's like, I'll just make you that too. And I was like, well, how much you want? He's like, I don't want anything. I was like, well, shit, let me put at least a Twitch panel bio, you know what I mean? Something on there so you can get something. But I told him, I'm like, but don't do shit for free. Don't do shit for free. Even if you know me, like, I don't care. I'll pay you, bro. Like, just tell me, even if it's, you know, if it's lowballing, well, I don't know what it actually costs to make a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he's telling me $20, then I'm like, is that the going rate? I don't know. But he
Sure,
didn't charge me
$20.
anything. I'm like, let me give him a shout out. I'm like, and if you know, anybody that comes your way knocking, then charge him. You should charge me. And now, so he also did my stream intro scene. You know, like my logo twitching to the beat and all that stuff. He did that. I paid him for that, and I paid him for him to do another part that he hasn't quite gotten to, which I ain't really tripping because I realized I never used it, and I was like, oh well. So now I'm kind of like, well, you could keep that other $20 I gave you because I never paid for the music.
Yeah, right. You just stuck that $20 in on him.
So that's dope. Yeah, exactly. So I don't ask for it. He don't even know that. I don't think he remembers that he was going to do something else for me, which is all right by me
fine.
because I pretty much robbed the dude already. You know,
Yeah,
so
right.
I felt bad.
Yeah. So, after this, I'm going to actually see if I can get his contact because I want to get some stuff done. So, and I'll make sure I pay him.
For sure. Yeah, don't rob my producer, man.
I won't do that. That would be bad.
Good look. That ain't a good look.
I'm not about robbing. Like anybody who's actually done work for me knows I pay probably better than I should, or that I have the means to do. Yeah. Because look, if you're gonna take the time and do something for me, like I can at least compensate you probably more than accordingly.
Exactly. That's why I was like, oh, if he's not gonna want me to pay him, then I'm gonna at least give him the little shout out on there. I put his entire link tree in my bio of my page. Yeah. And you can see his Instagram. Like the dude's talented, man. When he was in high school, he made his own talk box just because he wanted to learn how to sound like Zapp and Roger.
Really?
And who does that? You know what I mean? Like, man, this dude loves music and he sits there. And if you tell him like, oh, I like this type of artist, and he's like, okay, well, I can make a beat like that. Let me see what kind of beat that artist would go with. You know? And he does it. He just does it. He's so his talent helped me out, and I like surrounding myself with creative people. So the least I could do is, show them some love.
Exactly.
And they're mixed now, their music is mixed with more mainstream older 90s R&B and hip hop and early 2000s, but their stuff's in there, and every once in a while somebody will be like, oh, what the hell is that? Yeah. Who's that? Yeah, that was one of my friends, Yeah,
it's my own custom stuff.
You don't even know what it is.
Exactly. Dude. Scooby, you're about to start streaming. What are you playing tonight?
I have no idea, man. I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie, like this shit ain't going on my stream, so I'm nervous for you.
That wasn't hard, right?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't hard.
Exactly.
It wasn't as hard as it was, but it's just the first time doing anything,
Mm-hmm. No, totally. It's a different skill set, right?
That's why I was like, man, I'm gonna start his stream like this when my hands are
just. What do I do with these?
I thought about just trying to talk without your lips and seeing that I could like pull off the Frozen look, you know what I mean? And see if I could be Frozen, but I can't do it. I'm like, damn, I ain't no damn ventriloquist, man.
Exactly. Like, look, my key is I play with my retractable microphone. So.
Oh, bro, I've been playing with my kids' rocks. She's like, oh, Dad, show my rocks on your stream. I was like, I got you. Yeah, so
do it. Oh, we got rocks.
A pair of rocks right here. You know what I mean?
We've got rocks.
So she gave me her rocks, so I had them right here in my hand. When my right hand's out of frame, I'm actually holding
the rocks up.
Then I got my personal rock. If you know, you know. Yeah, you don't want to buy what these rocks for. It is what it is. We keep it PG over here.
Yeah, right. Scooby, where can people find you at?
I have no idea, man. Somewhere, man.
Just somewhere?
At AztecScooby. What is that? Twitch.tv/AztecScooby. Look me up. You know what I mean? If you want to check me out on Twitter, he already got it on there for me, so I ain't even got to tell you.
I got you.
So if y'all come say what's up, I appreciate it. If y'all don't, it's cool. Peace, love, and chicken grease. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As they say.
Scooby, you've been an absolute pleasure, my dude.
Hey, thank you, my boy. I appreciate the invite.
Anytime, dude.
Luck, man.
We'll have to talk again.
Keep it up. Hell yeah.
We got to do more stuff together. This is fun.
Exactly.
I like collaborating with people. That's more fun than me doing things by myself. I get lonely out here.
Definitely. That's why I tell people when I game, I'm like, man, when I'm playing by myself, this shit gets sad.
It does.
It's one of the best things you could do, too, to learn to talk, when you're not doing nothing. So.
Nope.
So I love it.
1000%.
But GG's, brother, and my diabetes is kicking in. So, exclamation point diabetes, that people know what that is.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm going to have to go.
No stress, my dude.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
Have a fantastic night.
I'm out.
Deuce. Boys, what a good time. Scooby, I love Scooby. He's a super dope guy. He was one of the first streamers I actually ever followed, and it was a super good time, man. He's such a blast to go watch. So definitely go check him out on stream at AztecScooby. You can follow him on Twitter at that link down there, AztecScooby. Go ahead and follow the YouTube channel for more episodes of this as well at youtube.com Nedley TV. Also follow the stream, which if you haven't already, we play games most nights except for Sunday and Monday. I love you guys. I feel like I need to have some music underneath this because closing shows out is a pain for me. But yeah, we try to do these every Wednesday. We try to get new people on there. So if you have any recommendations, definitely hit that up. I love you guys. We will be back in about 30 minutes. Maybe a little bit less than that. I need to go imbibe in a cigarette and go kiss my kids goodnight. So we'll be back with more Ori and the Blind Forest. Have a fantastic 20 minutes long gone, boys. And I'll talk to you here soon.